You are sitting outside your father's compound when the car pulls up. You know the car before you know the man. Everyone in the area does. Kelvin, 2 years older than you, dropped out in SS2 and now this. He doesn't get out. He just winds the car window down halfway. You never find work. You laugh because what else do? You know say work no day. He looks at you for a second too long. Come and stay with us more time. I will show you something. You don't say yes. You don't say no. You say, make I think about them. And you actually do think about it. That night, lying down on your mattress, staring at the ceiling fan that hasn't worked in a year, you think about your mother's face if she ever finds out what Kelvin does. You think about your own face in 6 months if nothing changes. By morning, you've talked yourself into telling yourself it's not really a decision yet. You're just going to see. Your mother asks you, where are you going to with a bag? Kelvin gets connect for digital training. You say, data analysis, small coding, and things like that. She doesn't fully believe you. You can see it in the half-second pause before she nods. But she wants to believe you more than she doubts you, and you use that. You hate that you use that for about as long as it takes to work out the kids. The house isn't what you expected. No mansion, no marble floor, just a regular duplex on a quiet street. The kind of house you would walk past. Kelvin shows you a mattress in a room with 3 other boys already living out of bags. You go settle. He says like that answers everything. Nobody explains anything to you directly. You're not stupid. You already know roughly what this house is for. What you don't know yet is what's your place in it supposed to be. So for the first 2 or 3 days, you just watch. You watch who lives when. You watch who gets called into which room. You watch the easy way money changes hands here. Like it's nothing. Like it's normal, and some parts of you start adjusting to that normal faster than you can admit. It's on the 3rd night that you first notice the pattern. The house runs on Sprite bottles and small blue tablets nobody names out loud. You watch the other boys pop them like sweets around 11 p.m. Eyes gone glazy and alert at the same time. Phone glowing in every corner of the parlor until sunrise. You told yourself that first night, watching, that you wouldn't start that. You just came to watch. Before any of that though, there was the online persona itself. A fake profile, a fake name, a fake face, borrowed from some stranger's old photos, built slowly, post by post, follower by follower, until it looked like a real person's life instead of something assembled overnight. Your first one gets suspended within 4 days. Gone, no warning. Every photo, every follower, every conversation you started, wiped out like it never existed. You'll build a second one, more careful this time. 6 days before, that one disappears too. By the 5th account, you've stopped being surprised. You started keeping a private note of what worked and what got flagged, treating it like less bad luck and more like a pattern you're supposed to learn from. Except every time you think you've cracked it, the platform proves you wrong again. You'd stare at the account suspended screen the same way let us stare at a bank alert. Hopeless, watching something you built disappear because of rules you can't see and can't argue with. You didn't say much about it out loud, but it starts in you the same way the empty pockets did. One thing reminding you that even the version of yourself you were building online could be taken away in a second. No warning, no appeal. By the 5th account, you'd learn to build slower, quieter, less suspicious. It costs you weeks you don't have. A month passes and you haven't cashed out yet. Everyone in the house is buying things, small things, but things. You are still wearing the same 2 shirts you came with. Your mother calls and asks you, when is the training going to pay? And you tell her soon. And you believe it less every time you say it. The nothing starts to sit in on your chest in a way you don't have words for yet. You stop eating properly. One night, Kevin finds you sitting outside alone at 2 a.m. and doesn't ask you if you're okay. He just sits down next to you and says, this life no easy for the first 1 month. After that, it go easy. You don't believe him, but the alternative, going home with nothing, facing your mother's face, feels worse than whatever this is. The next night, you take one of the tablets for the first time. Just to stay awake, you tell yourself, just this once.